Hello and welcome again. This is ELA Studio and Sons. Old Grays here, Mr. Editor, and I decided to start over and recreate the park I just created. Um, I like how it turned out. I posted it. It is up on the workbench. The thing is, I ran out of percentage again, so I had to stop what I was doing. So I restarted it, and that's what was at the desert there. I was gonna try and make a desert type, and I didn't care for it. So I went back to the original city one. I did a little custom one so I can paint the ground a little bit different. I have different colors. Whoops, are we still going? Yeah, we're still going. But I just wanted to put some audio with this, and this is where I started from the ground. I started fresh. I created a little hole for the water, and that what I started to do is say, okay, instead of just randomly throw this stuff together, I'm creating like rooms, so it'd be like a big building with different rooms, and the first room there would be kind of like the Nether. The next room would be some kind of Minecraft theme area. And then outside of the building, I kind of keep it not so much Minecraft, but I could use other things, and then the ride itself would be the Minecraft ride, and not so much just the park being. Well, that's kind of what I was working at too. My friend suggests that I like it. It's just like there's no reason why you can't just focus on one ride, build the park around that one ride, and I've known other people. I've heard of other people doing, like, let's say inside a house, and you give the impression that you're small inside the house, and inside the house would be the amusement park. Actually, it'd be kind of like scaled up to make you feel like you're little or small. It'd be an optical. That'd be kind of cool. You walk in, you think you're just real tiny because everything around you is huge, and you could do some neat stuff with that kind of thing. But right now I'm working Minecraft, so I'm trying to keep everything more or less on square. And what I was doing before is I was using the little blocks, but by the time I was trying to cover everything up with all those little blocks, I was running out of percentage because each block takes a little bit, right, to render it. So that's why I said, okay, build a square block room, so from the outside it looks square like you would see in Minecraft. And then on the inside, you make stuff that, like for instance, this first part here will be like the Nether. I'm going to put a couple of ghast in there. I'm going to make those so you can shoot at them. I might put a couple other things. I might put some skeletons in here too. We'll see, because I got Sergeant Bones. I can use him, and then I got a couple other little things I can put targets on, so I can use them. So I'd have the skeletons, I'll have the creeper, and then I'll have the gas. So that's enough to shoot at. I can put them out. I can put them in through these different rooms. But like I said, the first room I got here is the Nether. I dug the hole, and I tried to square it as good as I could, because what I want though, because when this becomes dark with I enclose the whole thing, the water is going to look red from the lights underneath. It'll look like it's lava, and that's kind of what I was looking at. That's why I got the red floor so far. And like I said, I'm going to build the walls up, enclose this whole thing. I'm going to put a couple gas in there to shoot at. And see, while I'm doing this, and this is the difference between that other way. While I'm building this, I say, okay, I got one room here. Now it's going to go out that room. I'm going to need a gate to go through. So that's where I was developing these gates to put them in, instead of trying putting them in afterwards. And what was happening was I'd put it in, and then I'd start going around, and I noticed it'd be blocking an entrance or an exit or something, because you'd be going through the. So this way I know that the ride is going through the gate and not, through the walls and stuff like that. Or in this way I can put stuff in, because I'm leaving room to put the stuff in. And that's why I'm building it from the ground up, kind of step by step, knowing how I built the other one, using that kind of method or that game plan, and just kind of plan it out as I go, instead of just trying to throw the ride in, throw the roller coaster in, and then try to get everything to fit around it. Where I built this, and then I put the rides in to fit, and then everything was built around the ride. And the same with the roller coaster. I do put a roller coaster in too, just like I do with the other one. And that's what I was trying to do. Is not so much build brand new. That will come when I get this one done. But I wanted to work on the shooter, and it's hard to do it when you got it all enclosed. So I leave it open. I got a little bit more to do, and then I'm going to work on the triggers. And what the triggers do is, as your cart comes across and hits that trigger, it triggers something. I can have the targets light up, and when the targets light up, then you can shoot them, right? But if not, so that's where the card triggers at. They light up, and then I shoot it. You got so many seconds, otherwise you won't get the points for it. But that's part of that's why you make it a shooter. You can't always get everyone, but you can, or you try for high scores, what you do. So that's what I'm doing. I'm building the next room. And that's where I kind of got the idea to do room by room, instead of just trying to build everything and then trying to enclose it. See, now I could come up with that. I can make that a nice tall thing, come up to where the portals are, and kind of flatten it up there. And then I can make that one big square building, instead of trying to use a bunch of different blocks. And I kind of used some of the figures I built, and I got them saved in there. When I brought those in, I kind of put it up too. So, but that's learning. And now like I said, I'm building another area, and I'm trying to say, okay, this is going to be more like an outdoor area inside. So I'm trying to build like a little lake, because Minecraft has water. You can go swimming, you can go diving, and in fact you can go down and get shipwrecks. There are shipwrecks in the water, and there's all kinds of different things in there. So you can play in the water in Minecraft. So I wanted to put a little lake or a pond here. And that's what I'm working. And see, like I said, I'm learning different things. Like, for instance, it's easier to put these lights and stuff in before you put the water in, and put them. And what that does, it lights up like right there. It lights up the bank. See, so when I fill that with water, you won't see the light. You'll just see the light reflecting off the bank like that. And then you use the different colors, create different stuff. I mean, similar to what I'm doing in my yard. I got a few trees that I got lights on, and the lights change color. They reflect the red, blue, and green light up onto the spruce tree, and through the night it changes color. Kind of cool. I like it. And that's what I'm doing here. I'm trying to build that lake. Then I want to build another room. And then I have go from this portal. And then I want to go into the next portal, so I have to build another separate building that's going to house a different area, which would be more of the stuff outside. But see, I want it all to be like a dark ride. Everything's actually inside. So that's why I'm building a track this way, so I know where the track is going to fit. Instead of what I did with the old one is I built the track. I put everything in there, I got the walks and stuff, and then I tried to build around the track. Which, you can do it, but it's a little bit harder, especially when you're trying to put stuff in. So now I know I got enough room for gas. I got wherever the cars are going to be pointing, where I can put a gas and make it target to shoot at. Like this area, I'm going to have creeper in there. I'm going to bring some of those skeletons in. I'll have skeleton characters you can shoot at. I'll put some trees and stuff in there. The other one's going to be dark with lava falling and gas shooting at you and stuff like that. And I can put skeletons in there too, because there's skeletons in. Oh, this is fun. What I'm trying to do is kind of bring that back around but I don't want it to merge in with the wall there because that's a separate building, and I want to keep the two buildings separate. So you go from the nether, go through the portal, and what I was trying to do too is the purple I was trying to use for the nether, and then like the green and the bluish kind of would be like the other areas, like going in and out of the portals. Because there are different ways. There's different portals now. I think you can. Oh, it's been a while since I have to get back into it and figure that out. But now I was trying to get the track to loop underneath so that it's not all just one level. And the hard part comes when I try to get the roller coaster in here. But like I said, doing it this way, I'm leaving room for other stuff. See, I'm not cramming it all in and trying to get it to fit. I could probably shut that off. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get ready for work here in a bit. Oh, that's up to 1641. Hold up, I'll be right back. There, alright. And then I'll do some more editing later. I've got everything. It's under the 15-minute mark. I have the transitions in, and now we'll add some music to this new build I'm doing. This is where I was putting in the roller coaster, and a lot of this is sped up by 4 times, but that's so I can fit it all in. I wanted to show what I was doing with the coaster, and I had to do a couple of little things, but because I had an understanding what I was going to try and do in the first place, I kind of left a little bit of room in between the different rooms so I could put the coaster and actually went mess with the other ride. In fact, they created like little alleyways through the coaster framing, the framework for the coaster, and it works its way through there. And I'll be able to do a lot with vines and stuff like you have in Minecraft, the trees and stuff. And you can do a lot of stuff up in the trees in Minecraft because you can build in the trees. You can build a house up there, or you could even build a tree. So I've done that too. Build a big tree, and then in the tree but then you can grow trees too. So there's all kinds of neat things you can do in Minecraft. It's kind of cool. It's a neat game, and I'm gonna get back to it. Already found a place. Gonna start running some railroad and get the mine carts working, and see if we can start depositing some coal over by Katie Witch so we can get her cookies going. Because we're gonna put cookies in here. Like I said, now I can do things inside the buildings here for the ride. I can put characters, create like a little storyline or something, make a story, and then on the outside I can put the different little Katie Witch's cookies. I can put in Sergeant Bones ribs and stuff for his chow hall, kind of like when back in the day when he used to be in and then he'd go to chow hall, and something about he used to know one of the and he had awesome barbecue every so often. So I'm just making that up. Oh, Wi-Fi connection lost. Oh, that happens. That's alright. But like that's what I'm doing here. See, I got this built. I put the coaster in, and see the coaster comes down through that net, the next there. And I was going, okay, and that's what the one thing was, building that wall so that the coaster can go through, and that it's not just, so I'm kind of enclosing the coaster inside the nether area, so that part of the coaster will be inside the building. And as you can see, I'm going to come up with it, and then what I can do too is part of the structure, make it look like the coaster is part of the building. But see, you can you use scaffolding in Minecraft. You got scaffold. You can't create a roller coaster because Phil that did. Oh, script clip. Cut, print, and post. Put it in the can on the shelf from ELE Studio and Sons. Phil that and Old Grizz. Thank you for watching. Thank you for following. Thank you, Mr. Voiceover. Well done, everyone. Good job.